So I worked a crazy 54-hour shift as a medic, and got some sleep when I came home. My wife woke me up early this morning. Well, it's early for me. And she says that one of our chickens died in the night, and it's inside the coop. So I have the unsatisfying task of collecting it and trying to discern and decipher what happened. And see if it's natural causes or otherwise. They were locked inside the coop here, which is a secure area. So it's unlikely that a predator came in and got it. So it's probably a natural causes type deal, but I'll need to make sure that there's nothing else going on that like a disease or something that could be infectious and spread into the other chickens. It's rare in a small flock, but possible. Okay, inside the coop. Rubenhilda's in the back there laying an egg, which is great. And I'll show it briefly because some YouTube viewers can be squeamish about things. The dead hen was found here this morning. Now, it's possible she died during the night, came off the roost. But we'll see. I have the chickens marked, so I'll see if she was a newer one, an older one. We'll see what's going on. You're curious as to what's going on. So the dead chicken was a 4+, come up on 5-year-old Rhode Island Red. Chickens kept in a free-ranging, healthy environment. Natural. Can live for many years. 6, 7, 8. There are reports of many more years than that. So from all accounts, it looks like it was a natural causes thing. Nothing to be concerned about. Rigor mortis had set in, so she had been dead for quite some time. Died in the overnight at some point. She was not egg bound. That wasn't an issue there. You usually have egg bound issues with new chickens that are just starting to lay. That's when it most often happens, when the egg is too big to come out through the orifice. Their orifice isn't used to allowing anything of that size to pass through yet. Yes, mouthy Mildred. Yes. But it doesn't appear to be anything untoward with this death. Probably just older age in this particular series of Rhode Island Reds that we had gotten about 5 years ago. Okay, this here's on our computer, the chicken file. And I apologize for the stripes running across the screen, but that's what happens with computer screens when you're filming them. But basically, here we go. The names of all of our chickens, their breed, when they were born, if they died, and when they died, their ages, where it says week 24, that's the week they started laying, etc. So last night on the overnight, one of our Rhode Island Reds, black tag, the black tag in the foot, died, and I believe it was Phyllis, a black band Rhode Island Red. She was born May 1st, 2016, and she died of apparent natural causes. She was actually, if I look at the monthly report, Phyllis, which is this one here, was 4 years and 3 months, 4 years and 2 months. So she was 50 months old. I keep a very detailed, accurate record of everything that happens with our chickens. We've had a total of 32 chickens in our time here on the property. 16 of them have died. We had fox attack. We had a coyote attack, natural causes, failure to thrive. Those were babies. There was an accident here or there, but I keep a record there. I keep a record of this number here with the multicolors. These are how many eggs in a week. And obviously you can see like these weeks here, springtime, they lay a lot of eggs. They really slow down in the winter, etc. And I have stuff about feeds. These are daily records of eggs laid, how many eggs in a day, etc. These are the weights of the eggs, the actual weights, and the sizes. This is a further breakdown of sizes and categorize them with totals, expenses. This is a running tally of, I add in a default cost of 1 cent a day for electricity and overhead and taxes, etc. This is the total number, the total amount of cost going into taking care of the chickens, the $6,000 mark. Everything from purchasing the supplies for the coop, fencing, food, feed, you name it, that's the total cost. Eggs per day, total number of eggs. You divide that into that. Each egg, each usable egg that we get is worth about 50 cents a piece, organic eggs. So I tabulate that. I come up with this number here. And so we're still running technically in the red, negative $2,900. So we've grossed 6563.74 is what our total expense is. 3,617.50 is our gross, and negative 2946.24 is our current net and the negative. So that comes to a cost right now of, currently it's 91 cents is the cost to produce an organic, range-free, we know exactly where it came from, egg. And that correlates to $10.89 a dozen. That's the cost of doing business here. So thus far in our history, usable eggs, we have produced 7,235, which comes to 602.92 dozen, or 50.24 gross, or 4.19 great gross. So what we have to do here today, getting back to business here, is Phyllis is no longer going to be with us. We need to delete her from the record. Take her off of our active chicken list. Poor Phyllis. So she gets grayed out there. She gets grayed out along here. 5/23/20. And we're going to put down natural causes. And so we've eliminated her. Update the count of live birds today. We were expecting to get these birds, but they haven't arrived yet from my brother, so they actually don't count. So it's one rooster, 14 hens. These are active birds. These are active birds right now. And then I'm going to bring it on over here. I updated this. We're currently operating now, as of today, 14 hens, one cock or one rooster, total of 15 hens. I tracked their feed, and and then I'm going to eliminate. This is the age chart for each bird categories, and I'm going to obviously eliminate her from here. And that's a wrap. So one deceased bird today. Phyllis is done. She served us well. She provides with a lot of eggs. But that's why we're hatching new hens, or new birds, and we're going to do a video on that soon. One other note, please hit like if you've liked this, and please hit the subscribe button. The more subscribers we get, the more followers we get, the more publicity we get, and it's better all around. Thank you very much, and see you on the next video.